Karishma, welcome to moneyHOP Q&A session. Great to have you over here
Right.
today. So today we are talking about Middle East, the study abroad opportunities and scope over there. So when we think about studying abroad, there are some staple countries like US, UK. So why should Indian
Mhm.
students choose Middle East? Why it's becoming so trending now?
Okay, so let me first tell you about myself a little, and then I'll come to this. So I've been into the study abroad segment for a longer time now. It's been 12 years. So I know, part of UAE. I know, why students should study in UAE and not in Europe or other countries. So coming to your question, yes, why choose Middle East over UK, US, or Canada per se? Reasons for that is one is it's very close to India. So, as you know, Indian families are very skeptical to send their children abroad. So, and to stay away from their own children. So, UAE being the closest, so it's, cultural familiarity. Then, lower overall cost that has, UAE provides than other Western countries. Thirdly, it has world-class universities. So, including top UK, US branches, university branches are also present in Dubai, Qatar, Riyadh. Then also, it is a very fast growing job market with high demand for skilled professionals. Um, Another reason I would definitely say it is a very good paying place and a very high scope of internships when we talk about UAE. Yeah.
So what courses or career is currently in demand in UAE? Because like when the student thinks about relocating to a new location, so they should also know about the trending courses and career over there. So how
So
is that looking?
UAE, yeah, there's high demand in UAE, Saudi, or Qatar, for first of all, tech and innovation. For example, data sciences, cybersecurity, cloud computing, artificial intelligence. It's high in demand. Secondly, when we talk about UAE, I think it's very good in hospitality and healthcare sector. So when we talk about hospitality, it's a whole, it's customer centric. So it covers, healthcare also. It covers hotel industries also. It covers anything to do with customer centric. So definitely, I would recommend students if they wanted to go for healthcare, for hospitality, public health, anything to do with that, to definitely go for UAE. Thirdly, engineering, very good for infrastructure. As you know, UAE is very good for, architecture and urban planning. Then obviously business and finance, very high demand, MBA, fintech, accounting, and creative fields, definitely media is there. But in top charts, I would recommend IT and hospitality and healthcare sector for UAE.
Now coming to the financial part of things, what is the realistic cost of studying in UAE, and how does it compare with the other main destinations like UK, US, or Europe?
See, UAE per se is, it's not very very expensive than the other countries, because as you see, Europe. When I talk about Switzerland, when I talk about Spain, it's very, very high in costing. Um, it crosses good amount of 2.5 crores when you talk about the whole structure of studying for 2 years. When you talk about UAE, definitely it's up to costing from 2 lakh, 4 lakh, 2 to 4 to 22 lakh in UAE. If you talk about Qatar, it's 3 lakh to 20 lakhs. Or talk about Saudi Arabia, it's around 2 lakhs to 12 lakhs. So it varies from your course, it varies from your university, but the approximate cost remains the same. So if you talk about Dubai per se, it's going to be 1 lakh 20,000 per month, which is definitely lesser than any other European country or any other, if you talk about UK. But definitely, cost of living inclusion, I'm telling you, 1 lakh 20 per month. Not because other countries would tell you excluding, but this is including cost of living. So in 1 lakh 20, you get cost of living plus your living expenses plus your studies is covered. So it's very, very cheaper than the other countries, if you ask me.
What about the scholarship opportunities over there? Are you telling this cost because students will get scholarship or internship and go there? Or is it the regular cost?
See, scholarships are available in every university. So it totally depends on university to university, region to region. Scholarships can happen due to merit. Merit is basically it's based on grades. So what your grades have been in your 12th, or if you are applying for postgraduate, what your grades have been in the undergraduate. uh, you know so that's depending on the grade system. You get merit based. It can be 10% to 40% to 50%, or even it goes up to 100% scholarship if the university is granting you. Second, you can have financial aid, which is need based aid, where you need to write a good scholarship letter to the university, requesting them why you need that financial aid. Is it because you're taking a loan, your family is not equipped to afford that course? Or it can have, some universities also have early bird discounts, depending on yearly basis. So it can be, annually they give early bird campaigns, discounts. So it totally depends on university to university. So yes, I'm talking about 1,20,000 monthly with scholarships also. Because without scholarships, I think no student travels anywhere. They always demand a scholarship. It's very high to high end of students who would say that, I'm really okay with, 1 crore, 2 crore, 3 crore fees. But always a student, even the richer and the richest of people would, ask you for a little bit of discount. Even if you go for shopping, they ask you for a discount. So scholarship is very normal in today's world, and universities give that kind of scholarship.
Yeah. So do students need to take any English proficiency test like IELTS, PT, or something of that sort for getting admissions in UAE?
Definitely, they are required to take IELTS. They are required to take TOEFL or PT or the other, um, you know, um, uh, tests, but it is not mandatory. It totally depends on university. So some universities, like I know, it's not necessary for the university for the documentation, but it is definitely necessary for visa purpose. So you have to check with the university. In UAE also, it's not necessary. Not always. It depends on the university whether they need it for the documentation purpose, or it's required for visa purpose. So hota kya hai ki, you can maybe start your documentation process, you get the offer letter, get the application in, and then when you come at the visa process is when your IELTS, TOEFL, PT, Duolingo is required, either of them. So till then, you can complete your process. And some universities do not require it at all. That even in visa, it's not required because you are coming from an English medium school or an English medium university. So I wouldn't say that it is not required, but it totally depends on university to university. So that way, but you should be prepared for it.
Okay, got it. Now, let's come to the cultural part. How inclusive is the UAE culture, especially for Indian students in cities like Dubai, Doha, Qatar? Is it student friendly? Do they have communities over there through which they can connect?
Definitely. I think it's the best for Indian students when you take into account of other countries, because it's the safest. First of all, it's the safest. It's very multicultural. Indians have the largest community, if you say, in UAE, right? It's very student friendly campuses which they have, which I have seen in my past. Um, Obviously, very easy transportation, English speaking, so very easy to communicate. It's rapidly modernizing in today's world. It's so I think for Indians it's very very safe and very very accommodating. So you don't have to think twice when you're actually going to UAE. So yeah, that's what. So overall, very respectful, very safe. So because they themselves are very they take care of their women, their female community so well that when our students are going there, they've been taken care in the same manner how they take care of their own community. So yeah, I would definitely recommend UAE for Indian students rather than going to any other particular country.
Karishma, you shared a lot of incredible insights. At the same time, the audience would love to know about you a bit more. You gave a very brief introduction in the beginning, but can you give a detailed introduction for the audience?
Sure, sure. Thank you, Vishnu, for your time. So basically, I've been working for 12 years in the corporate industry now. Started my job with healthcare because, I was just 18 years old. So didn't know what to do. It was a walk-in interview, and I started my career with FMRI Fortis in healthcare. Shifted to different hospitals in my early period of time. Then went into the education sector. So it's been 7 years in the education sector. I've been with APJ, I've been with companies called Roche and Leon in Europe. I've done projects for UAE, Dubai, and so now I have just I'm doing projects. I'm not in the corporate world currently. I'm doing projects and contractual basis for them, giving information to students who require this kind of information. I'm even a tarot card reader. I'm doing occult science now, learning more about it, doing events in the embassies, curating events because I love to talk to people. I love communication. So basically, at this certain age, I think I've done a lot, and I'm very proud of that. So yeah, you keep on learning, you keep on understanding things, and I think learning is the key. So I think that's what I'm doing. Yeah.
Thanks a lot, Karishma, for joining us today. Great. It was a great session.
Thank,
Thank you.
thank you so much for your time, Vishnu. Take care. Bye.